Hi, I'm Chris. I work at Bull Moose, and this is the second of the 2013 Record Store Day preview videos. Now, I have about 97 things to show you in this video, so I'm going to be real fast with each one of them. The previous video from about a week ago, there are about 35 titles in there, and I was able to kind of stretch those out and show you the vinyl and the inside and talk about stuff in greater detail. So if there's something you want more info on that's not in this video, check the last one. Now, to make things easy for you, I'm mostly going to do things in alphabetical order. But there are a few things I want to start off with that I will do out of alphabetical order. A few 7 inches first. These are just things that almost made the last video. The Avett Brothers with Randy Travis, 7-inch. 2 songs recently recorded. Nice country thing. And we also have Elizabeth Cook and Jason Isbell. They're doing 2 Townes Van Zandt tracks. 2 songs that he wrote. And both of these things, being more a little bit more country oriented, have done something. It's almost a novelty now at Record Store Day. Black vinyl. Now, unlike those, we have a pretty cool here Biffy Clyro clear with sort of a sea anemone kind of thing to it. I think that's pretty awesome. And we have part of the Side by Side series. The song is No Fun, originally by the Stooges, and we have the Black Keys covering it. Again, just kind of cool orange and red. I love what people are able to do with vinyl these days. It's really awesome. Gary Clark Jr. Now, this is interesting because it's cut. I'm a little confused by it. I will put this on and listen to it afterwards, but it's cut at Bernie Grundman mastering and cut at 33 and 45 RPM, so I'll see what the deal is. But there's a live version of his song, When My Train Pulls In, that is more than 16 minutes long. And it's on gold vinyl, sort of this, which, sort of macaroni and cheese colored vinyl, sort of like the Lamb of God record that we showed you in the last video. I also have a Foals album. Now, this is cool because it includes a 7-inch in addition to the radio tracks on the album. And this is also called gold vinyl, but if you look at it, it is actually golden in color. It might remind you of swords that come with Playmobil or something. Built to Spill live, back in print on vinyl. This is, I believe, a new master, and was done at Bernie Grundman as well, if I can read correctly. Let's see, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Here we are. Back that up a little bit. There you go. Now you can see the whole thing. Looks better. And a trio of records from Victory Records. We have this Bayside live album. But see, what's nice about it is nice gatefold. You get good, really nice artwork. And according to my posted here, white vinyl. Red vinyl here on this Stray Light Run record. And gray area, also colored vinyl. And can you guess what color it is? Well, if you guessed gray, you're wrong. It's white. So, oh yeah, I have my little thing here. Oh, that means it's time for showing you some of the free stuff that stores are going to be giving away. So each store is going to handle this differently, so I can't guarantee you that you will have your pick of everything, but got some cool samplers. Here's what's called It Must Be the Music, and this is a really interesting thing. Just Google that because it's really interesting stuff. For the Faithful, this comes from the Tompkins Square label, and so this will have a mixture of old-timey guitar and current people playing in that style. So if you have interest in stuff like John Fahey, what led up to John Fahey, or the people who follow what he's up to, you should totally look for one of these or any of the releases on this label. We have Danger Bird Record Store Day sampler with 5 of their artists on there. Selecto Hits has made a Record Store Day sampler as well. See, there's the logo right on the back. And this is a bunch of stuff that they distribute. I like this one. I'm just going to hold it up because it's cool. Yeah, my kids try to play that game. And of course a bunch of stuff from Warner Brothers and Reprise Records artists on there. Hilltop Hoods is the name of this sampler. So a whole bunch of CDs being given away on Record Store Day. And, oh yeah, that reminds me. This really awesome Hendrix poster is something that we will be giving away. Let me just back up here a little bit so you can see that. Yeah, back up. There we are. So check it out. There's a great story behind this. This photo came from, it was taken on a record buying trip that he made. You can tell by the way he's dressed, it was when he came back from England, already starting to get big, but at Bleecker Bob's in New York. And what's awesome about this is that the daughter of the owner of Bleecker Bob's, I guess, works at Silver Platters in Seattle, and so she got the photo, and Experience Hendrix has given us permission to make a bazillion of these things. There's like thousands of them, so hopefully you'll get one because it's in heavy paper and it's seriously awesome. A couple other freebie things. We have this smaller size Beatles tote bag. It says the Beatles on both sides, just to make sure that whether you're left-handed or right-handed, this is an ambidextrous version, so either way, omnivorous, omni-handed. That's the word I was looking for. And we have a Record Store Day tote bag with the big old things. And this is the annual tote bag that we, of course, Warner Electro Atlantic makes for us. And this one, it's kind of hard to see, has a little, there's a little pouch inside that you can open up. And I'm not sure what that's for, but I think it's for just carrying one of those around with you. In case you never know when you'll need one of those. It's becoming more and more common that people aren't prepared. Or you can put your keys in there, I guess. Well, let's go through the LPs in alphabetical order. So before we dive into the LPs, I just want to show you this shirt I forgot to mention before. It's a nice t-shirt that our friends at Crossley, who make the sort of suitcase turntables, have printed up. They're one of the sponsors of Record Store Day. Now, the records. I'm going to do these in alphabetical order to make it easier for you to find what you're looking for. And I apologize if the record that you most want to see isn't here. I'm limited to what I actually have in hand today, which is April something, 11th. All right, we have 3 Aerosmith albums. I assume that you all know what they look like, so I'll breeze past them. But what you need to know is that these are done the way that Legacy usually does their vinyl reissues, so they're going to sound great pressed at RTI. And if you love Aerosmith, this may be your best option for hearing that music as good as possible. Here we go. Aloha on green vinyl. Prog metal band called Ancients, and I'm not sure how to pronounce it because there are 2 I's, but check it out. Avenged Sevenfold has 2 records out. We've got that kind of a live and B-sides thing, and a nice picture disc with music from Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Now we know that Between the Buried and Me are releasing a box set. I showed that in great detail in the previous video. And if you have annotations turned on, perhaps I will put a link to it right around here. Here's their other release. It's called The Anatomy Of, and you can see it's kind of a gross sort of images here. But what's interesting about this is the cover. There's no slit on any of the edges. The way that you open this is by pulling it apart this way, and hopefully not dropping the record in your lap. Debashish Bhattacharya, another interesting guitar player. Bombino. Those records would make a nice pairing, actually, if you are into non-American, you know what I mean, guitar stylings that are, well, just different. Anyway, Braid. Now, you've heard me say before, I wish there was more hip-hop, and we have a gorgeous double, I guess it may be the first gatefold picture disc in Record Store Day history, ladies and gentlemen. Brother Ali. And just look at that. Isn't that's just wonderful. And here's the back. Here's the other side. And download card. Very cool looking, very cool Calexico record here. Includes a CD. And like many Record Store Day releases, we have, where is it? There it is. Individually numbered, hand stamped. Now, here's the Cream box set from the from their reunion. As you see, it is huge. It's probably the third thickest box set in Record Store Day history. And the piece of information you need is half-speed mastering by Stan Ricker. Only 1,500 copies, which is not very many, considering that it's Cream. So, and Cream vinyl. All right, Cypress Hill, classic hip-hop record. Now, mono's a big deal these days. You always have a bunch of these. So, Legacy has continued with their series of Miles Davis reissues. Here you go. This is one of my favorite album covers of all time. I think Miles just looks so cool there in that photo. So we've got 3 Miles Davis issues, and they always just get great reviews for their sound quality. So I'm sure that you will enjoy those if you're a jazz fan. Deftones will have a series of live albums this year, and here's the first one. We also have Dust, which is two albums by them in a gatefold cover, sort of back to back. A couple 10-inch records, but here we are, Face to Face, Fits and the Tantrums with an optimistic cover there. Giant Henry, which is a cool thing. Make sure you get a nice close-up of that. That's neat. The Glove, Blue Sunshine, and I believe this has blue vinyl. Oh, I got my records out of order. No, I didn't. Grizzly Bear. Grizzly Bear, The Joy Formidable, or Formidable. Isan. There's the back. This is a double album. Linkin Park. I got LP here. Not ELP, and not LP the rapper, just LP. Mad Season. There we are. As you may be aware, we've got the deluxe edition CD with extra stuff just came out. A Taj Mahal double album. We have Stephen Malkmus recreating a classic album by Can. Okay, here's something a lot of people have been curious about. It's part of the Upstairs at United series. United, of course, is United Record Pressing, or URP. This is Willie Mason and Brendan Benson. Now, I guess I'm doing these in alphabetical order. Paige McConnell from Fish. Here we are. And yes, in a few minutes I will be showing you the actual Fish record, but we gotta wait. We gotta get through some other stuff. Like this little thing here. I'm not sure who this band is. But I think they had a CD that might have been... Okay, yeah, I know what it is, of course. It's Mumford & Sons, live at Bull Moose. Here is the 10-inch vinyl. I showed the CD in great depth in the previous video. But yeah, the record, there's the record. Now, Orange Juice, who sometimes go by the name The Orange Juice, get some kind of award for releasing 4 records on Record Store Day. That could be a record. That could be a record. Oh no, you know what? Because there's another Miles Davis one. It's very limited that I didn't show you, so Miles has 4 as well. Introducing Shuggie Otis, who's awesome, and this is sort of like it's a collection of his, according to the front, most iconic songs. Oh man, I'm dropping stuff. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, for my sloppiness. Very unprofessional. Owen, like the art on that personally. Okay, here it is. Here's Fish, Lawn Boy. Now, look at that. This, of course. All right, I'm going to read this whole thing here because everybody wants to know. Lacquer's cut at Bernie Grundman mastering from the original stereo 1/4-inch master reels. I don't think you can do it any better than that. Foil stamp numbered first pressing of 7500. Includes download code for MP3s of the whole album from the new vinyl transfer. Now, one of the things that I want to point out to people, there's some history behind this release. Now, you may remember Junta from last year if you're a Phish fan. Now, one of the things that happened was it got back to Phish's management that people were very pleased with the way Junta came out. And that's probably why they decided to do Longboy. So if you're happy with this one, let them know, because hopefully they'll keep going. And as far as I'm concerned, I think that would be awesome if we had audiophile, fantastic versions of the whole Phish catalog released. Wouldn't that be great? I think so. I think so because you think so, actually. All right, Sly and the Family Stone, 10-inch. Here we go. Some previously unreleased stuff on there. Sunny and the Sunsets with a picture of the moon, I think. And I'll be showing you a 7-inch by them in a little while. Tegan and Sarah. Tegan and Sarah, there we are. There. Designed to drive your English teacher crazy, hopefully. Or maybe it's good practice for you. I don't know. Walk the Moon. Oh, okay, another one that a lot of people want to see. Here we are. Yes. The White Stripes, Elephant. There we are. On vinyl. Now, various artists. Always fun. We have the No Alternative compilation. There we are. And Rough Guide has 3 more records. This time we have Rough Guide to Cumbia, Latin Psychedelia, and African Disco. And all of these come with download codes that actually enable you to get a whole bunch more stuff that is not even on the record but is related. And we've got a couple of these R&B compilations here, the R&B Hip Shakers series, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And I'll let you guess which is which. Oh, do you know what that means? Well, that's the one. That's the one. That means it's time to look at the 7 inches after I have a sip of yesterday's coffee. Wow, it's even better than it was yesterday. Oh, you know, before we do the 7 inches, let's do the CDs because it's just a small stack. So, Built to Spill. Remember I showed you the record before? Well, okay, the CD is back in print as well. Good news if you don't have that. And there are a couple. Oh, the Grateful Dead that I showed you in the previous video. It is available on CD. It just came in today. Just unboxed it. There it is. And it's a rarity thing. The CD has the same 18 tracks as the double album. And a couple regional releases on CD I just want to show. So Rooms by the Hour by Rustic Overtones is back in a very weird configuration because it's the new remastered CD. But to just do a totally crazy thing, this is the original art. They found some of the original booklets and stuff left over from way back when, I believe. Wait, yes, because it has the 1997 copyright on there. So that's exciting. But you get the remastered one with the bonus tracks. I think Adam Ain did it, but I'm not sure. And Spose has 2 CDs. This is unplugged. There's a limited one. Only 500 of these, ladies and gentlemen. So come out for those. And here is his yard sale, which, as you see, is a sort of a takeoff on their Satanic Majesty's Request album cover. 7 inches. Wait, why is this back here? I don't know why this is back here. Oh, I skipped a record. Manchester Orchestra and Frightened Rabbit is on this, and they have their own release as well, but I don't have that in hand to show you. So what was that? Okay, the 7-inch song. Cool. Now, I'm going to do this one out of order because I don't know where to put it in order. You're familiar with the side-by-side series where you have 2 versions of the same song, right, back to back? Well, there's a mystery one this year, so it's all black. Now, who's on it? Don't know. Don't know. Somebody's just going to have to buy it on Record Store Day and tweet about it, and then you can all come back to the store at 10 a.m. after you've gone home when you find out who it is. But I am going to just throw out there that they probably wouldn't have bothered with it if it wasn't something cool. We'll see. Okay, on to the 7 inches. Atmosphere. Nice Brendan Benson here, and as I pointed out, he's on that record as well. Best Coast. And I know those 2 songs are not going to be available anywhere else, ever, supposedly. We got Black Lips. We got Bowie. There's another Bowie we don't have. Cheech and Chong. Cooper. Dan Deacon. All right, here we have a couple more of those side-by-sides. Here we have, oh wait, I had a theme for that. There it is. Right? Now, I know that's the wrong Deep Purple song, but anyway, Highway Star, Deep Purple, Typo Negative covering it on the back, Dio, Holy Diver, and then covered by Killswitch Engage on the back. Dylan, a couple Dylan tracks. These are going to be on the Bootleg Series Volume 10. Gone, who probably not familiar, maybe not be familiar with that, but you can kind of get a sense of what it is by looking at it. And this is neat. Look, it's a picture disc, but look how they handled the number. It looks like the number is actually inside the picture disc. I don't want to open it up and smudge it for somebody, but that's how it looks to me. Okay, Patty Griffin. Now this is really cool, because if you look at it, it's obviously hand assembled, even to the point of printing out the Record Store Day label on a clear logo on a clear address label and sticking it on, and you can see everything's put on here just like with like little stamps. And 25 of these copies, ladies and gentlemen, will be autographed by Ms. Griffin herself. So hopefully you will be one of those lucky 25. Hey Joe and Stone Free. Mono mixes of Hendrix tunes. Here's an Iron and Wine. Here we are. Willie Nelson. And if you don't like hearing Snoop Dogg sing, the B-side has one without Snoop Dogg singing, but it's actually pretty cool. Now, Poohole. Now, I just want to point out a couple things. First of all the Saddle Creek things have this kind of sticker on it, and also just Poohole reminds me, because my kids, if you say that, they're going to think Red Sox, and there is a Red Sox related record by Freddie Boom Boom Cannon with Los Straitjackets, but I don't have it to show you. But if you live in New England, you're going to need that one. Eli Paperboy Reed in kind of a generic thing, but it's actually kind of refreshing to see that, I think. Now, here's the other Sunny in the Sunsets, the 7-inch. There's a couple covers. South Park picture disc, huh? Oh, yeah. There we are. There we go. Okay, Strokes. Surfer Blood, looking cool, showing off all the neat things that can be done with colored vinyl these days. Thermals. Richard Thompson, like the Patty Griffin, 25 copies of this will be signed by the master himself. He's very nice. I met him once. Wish I had met him more often. The Uncluded, and you can see the numbers handwritten there right on the label. Kind of cool. Mike Watt, who, geez, I've also met once before. He probably doesn't remember it. Not that Richard Thompson would, but boy, pretty awesome. And then we have, I put this kind of at the end because it's a fundraiser for the songs for Slim, which is a Slim Dunlop thing. But it's the -5 with Curtis A, and then also Tim O'Regan and Jim Boquist. And wow, I think, wait a minute, did I do these? I did those. I got that. No, I guess that's it. See you Saturday. Breaking news. Look, just arrived seconds ago, a box from another distributor. Should have some more stuff here to show you. Floor. Okay, first of all, what's in the box? Oh, look. Okay, look at this. Some original acoustical tiling, probably from the original Sun Studios. Use the packing material here. Very rare, very rare. Let's see. Okay, here's the box. You see a lot of record shipments are double boxed these days for To keep the corners nice. Let's see what we have here. Not even sure what's in here. Oh, okay, here we go. First of all, look at that. It's the Kill Rock Stars cassette box set. What a great thing to have on the top. 3 of their classic compilations. Ooh, look. It's a nice little piece of paper. That's cool. And look at these. Look at the labels on those. Wow. Look at that. Even for cassettes, you can do a nice job and make them look cool. That's great. And, oh yeah, here we are. A Taste of Burger Records double cassette. And look at that. You remember those double cassette boxes? Look at this one. You can like make it fly. Okay, fantastic. These are, of course, all the cassette releases are among the rarest things that there are. Oh, Rah Rah Riot, 10-inch. It's red on the back. Download code, it says, according to the sticker. We got Grizzly Bear, Brian Eno. So this is going to be interesting remixes here. Oh! There we are. Okay. Oh, nice. A Waka Bop compilation. That's what this is. File under various artists. Waka Bop is an awesome label. I love them. Aru, King Midas Sound. There we are. Ninja Tune. Oh, and here's another one. Here's another Ninja Tune release, and this is a bunch of remixes. Feels like a double album. Double album, ladies and gentlemen. And what does this say here? Okay, oh, Buffalo Killers, right. And I think we should probably open this one up gently, because if I remember correctly, the vinyl is, oh, there we are, okay. The sticker says herb green, but as you can see, it's more of a lime lifesaver green. The Dazed and Confused soundtrack that I showed in the previous video has actual kind of herbal color. Here we have Thurston Moore and Lauren Connors. Look at that, a nice, makes me think of a forest, I guess. Here you are. There's the back. Hani El Khatib. Here we go. And, oh, this is nice. Look at that. See, this is pretty cool. So you see handwritten, here you go, hand numbered, and the sleeve itself feels kind of, I think that's actually screen printed. Could be. Nice. Here's another, oh yeah, lots of people have been asking about this one, right? So it's 4 tracks from the Either Or sessions by, you know, Elliott Smith, of course, and 3, let's see, 2 alternate versions, 1 alternate vocal, and 1 that says other version. So be excited for that. Oh, look, at the drive-in. Hey, this is great. You know, they played at Bull Moose on the night this came out. We had a big punk rock show at midnight. Wow, isn't that great? Orange vinyl, 150 gram orange vinyl. Let's see how it looks. This is a gatefold. Let's pop that open. I think we got a couple minutes here. Wow. There we go. Nice inside, and okay. Ooh. And look at this. Actually, well, a little bit of static here, but oh, look at that. That is cool. It's clear, if you can see, but it's somewhat transparent, but it's also all swirly. And look at the contrast between that light blue and that orange. That's just going to make your art teacher go nuts in a bad way. Probably not supposed to put things, and we have a double album. Okay, here we go. Last one in the box. Okay, so here is the Poltergeist soundtrack. Poltergeist soundtrack. And, oh, okay. I can't show you. I can't show you. Oh, I wish I could. I wish I could show you this, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm not prepared, and it's the wrong time of day. But buy this yourself. Take it home. hold it up to the light, and then go in your closet. Because
It's really cool.
that's really cool. Do you know what that is? That's the Poltergeist soundtrack. For Record Store Day, huh?
That is awesome.
That's pretty. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a great way to end this video, don't you think? So we'll see you Saturday. Thank you again for shopping at our kinds of stores, independent music stores, CDs, records, for as many years as you have. And all this is possible because of you. And I hope you find some things here that you really enjoy. Thanks again.